So we back with another something's out there type of video. Let's check it out.
We all keep our phones safely stowed away when driving, right? One pilot had his hands free and his phone ready to capture a one-of-a-kind video.
What is that?
It's a UFO in New York City, y'all. Yo, it's a UFO.
Strange things have been happening up in the skies lately, from eerie lights to hovering shapes. Sightings have left people on edge and questioning what they thought they knew. Something's out there, and it's closer than we think. But what exactly? Stay tuned to find out. Sometimes reality glitches out and we're left scratching our heads. That's exactly what happened when a passenger caught a flight and recorded something truly bizarre, a giant object rotating and jumping around in the sky. It looked like a massive Tic Tac, leaving everyone completely puzzled. What was it? A UFO? A glitch in the Matrix? Who knows? But here's the thing, it cast a shadow that proved it wasn't just some hoax. Some even speculated it could be an alien craft malfunctioning while passing through portals. So, what do you think it was? New York Skyline.
Michelle Reyes was flying over New York City with her daughter, but what Michelle did not expect to see was a cylinder-shaped object zipping across her line of sight near LaGuardia Airport.
Michelle Reyes was just taking a casual video of the New York skyline from her window seat, but what she caught on camera left her stunned. A cylinder-shaped object zipped across her view near LaGuardia Airport. It wasn't a bug or a bird, it was something much faster, almost like one of those famous Tic Tac UFOs we've heard about. She sent the video to the FAA, but they never replied.
First thing I did was I emailed the FAA to let them know what I saw and maybe it was a safety hazard. I reached out to them. Unfortunately, I haven't heard back from them. They didn't acknowledge my email.
Some say it could have been a drone, but that doesn't
Like, I know she paranoid or gotta feel some type of way. Questioning herself, why me? Why was I the person that seen it? What does that mean? And then nobody else might have seen it. So am I crazy? Like, I know she's gotta be stressed out, and then why nobody's responding? That would make me even more paranoid. Cause now I'm thinking, okay, are they just gonna randomly show up at my house one day? Men in black, blacked out Jeeps, SUVs, and all that type of stuff?
explain the speed or the eerie way it moved. Others believed it was something far more mysterious. Keep your eyes on the skies. Who knows what you'll see next? Floating humanoid.
Hey, guys, what does it look like?
Like it.
Actually, I don't know.
This white humanoid shape was witnessed by many. Floating in the sky, it looked just like a dot in the sky, but as the camera zoomed in, the figure appeared. It appeared to be walking with one step forward, and that led many to believe it was a divine entity making an appearance. Others just said it might be a rare sky phenomenon, but no one knew for sure what it was.
Uh-oh, Iron Man, sorry.
The Big Apple Mystery.
It's a UFO in New York City, y'all. Yo.
When lights start flickering without reason, grab your phone and record it. Something similar happened on August 9th, 2024, when a UFO was spotted hovering over New York City, sending the internet into a frenzy. The video showed a strange object in the sky with lights flickering in an eerie, unexplainable way. Thousands of people shared and commented on the footage, debating whether it was real or a cleverly crafted hoax. Some believed it was an alien UFO making its presence known, while skeptics argued it could be a random plane or an elaborate trick. When the sky tells secrets, it's up to us to listen to or dismiss them. So what would you do?
It's a UFO. Shit. In New York City, yo, look at the beach. Ah!
Fireball frenzy. In Hungary, crowds outside the Museum of Fine Arts witnessed an epic spectacle, a massive fireball zooming across the sky as big as a football field. Phones were out and eyes were wide as the flaming object streaked overhead. The footage quickly hit the internet, sparking debates. Was it a rare comet or just a well-orchestrated hoax? Skeptics pointed out that no one's phone caught the fireball, which fueled suspicions of a clever edit. What's your take on this fiery mystery? Saucer sighting. When you least expect it, the truth reveals itself. A passenger flying over a mountain range captured what could be the most convincing UFO footage yet. From their window seat, they filmed a saucer-shaped object in the distance. It danced around the plane, zooming in, darting away, then boldly flying under the aircraft before vanishing without a trace. When the footage hit the internet, people went wild with debates. Experts favored the UFO theory, pointing out the flawless reflection of the sun on the saucer, too perfect to be a digital edit. So what do you think? Was this a genuine close encounter or a clever trick to fool the masses?
Like, I'm well beyond that. I'm on to the question of, y'all see how thin that thing is? How can there be any type of biologics or anything on there, alien-wise? And that thing is probably about as thick as this. Like, what is able, see, I'm past thinking that it is or it isn't. I'm beyond that question. I want to know what's inside of it, fam. What's inside of it? And what could be living inside something that's that thin? That's what I want to know.
Swiss portal. In Switzerland, locals were left stunned when two glowing arcs appeared in the sky. One quick-thinking local managed to capture it on video, and it was pretty wild. These two arcs moved in the sky and eventually formed a perfect circle, all while emitting a strange magnetic hum. Some netizens thought it could be a portal to another dimension, while others were convinced it was part of some top-secret government experiment. Whatever it was, it had everyone buzzing with theories. So, what do you think? A glimpse into another realm, or just science we don't fully understand? Mysterious junk. Not all that glitters in the sky is alien gold. Back in March 2020, during the worldwide lockdown, a rooftop spectator caught something unusual floating in the air. It wasn't your typical UFO sighting. It looked like a craft pieced together from space junk, almost as if it was salvaged from old UFO parts. Some ufologists think it was a human creation, a byproduct of modern engineering, but many viewers were convinced it was an alien design. Despite the up-close footage, the real identity of this weird object remains a mystery. Whether man-made or alien-made, the sky keeps its secrets locked tight. Alien probe.
One group of Harvard researchers are suggesting that this mysterious cigar-shaped object spotted tumbling through our solar system last year might have been an alien spacecraft.
Sometimes the strangest things come from the farthest places. In 2015, scientists spotted a tumbling object in our solar system, and it had a bizarre cigar shape. A group of Harvard researchers suggested that the cigar-shaped object spotted might not be just a random space or rock. It could be an alien spacecraft sent to investigate Earth. Yep, you heard that right, Harvard. The researchers from the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics pointed to the object's odd acceleration as it passed through our solar system, even speeding up unexpectedly. First thought to be a comet, then an asteroid, but it's now classified as an interstellar object. So what if it was a visitor from far beyond?
They point to the possibility that the object is propelled by solar radiation as a light sail floating in interstellar space as a debris from an advanced technological equipment.
Alien secrets.
The U.S. government has recovered UFOs, which are currently being reverse engineered. Congressman, that's a major allegation. What do we know at this point?
It's been making quite a stir lately. A congressman spilled the beans that the U.S. government has recovered UFOs, and they're busy reverse engineering them. But get this, Pentagon officials and Harvard researchers are tossing around the idea that a massive mothership might be unleashing smaller probes near good old Earth. And that's...
Listen, I just heard an interview from him. I think his name is Tim Burchett. I just heard an interview from him, right? And he said it's more to come. Like the guys who testified, the three pilots, Like, it's more to come. People gonna come out, and he's saying they're gonna name names. Just be on the lookout for that. Now, that's out of his mouth. Whether or not it happens still remains to be seen, but he seems to think like, oh, we finna take this to a whole nother level. Like, we're gathering information. So for all of those doubters, stick to your computer screen or your phone. Stick by your phone. This may be something coming pretty soon.
That's not all. From UFO sightings over Baghdad to hidden programs dating back to 1947, it seems like the cloak of secrecy is unraveling. Whether it's a cover-up or the dawn of alien revelations, one thing's for sure, people are watching the skies more closely than ever.
The UFO phenomenon, it's nothing new. This has been with us for a long time.
Yep.
The silver bullet would be if we have been exploiting these technologies through crash retrieval programs and that sort of thing. These programs, these exploitation programs, they do exist.
Spanish cigar. When something appears everywhere, it's hard to call it a coincidence. In Spain, a determined skywatcher caught perhaps the clearest image of a cigar-shaped UFO yet. After hearing multiple reports of a similar object, this persistent searcher finally hit the jackpot. The video showed the strange object hovering in front of the camera for several minutes before beginning a slow vertical descent. Unfortunately, the footage cuts off just when things get really interesting. But hey, we've got enough to fuel the debate, right? With similar sightings popping up all over the globe, it's hard to just brush it off as a hoax. What do you think? Is this the real deal or just another mystery in the sky? Chilean mystery. About a year ago, a woman in Chile spotted something crazy in the sky. She thought it was just lightning, but the sky was clear. What she saw looked like a massive ship hovering above with flames, almost like a rocket. She posted the footage online and it blew up in no time. And get this, someone else filmed the same thing while driving. Everyone had their theories, from UFO landings to secret military project. For once, no one was trying to debunk it, just soaking in the mystery. Now sometimes the truth doesn't need proving, it just needs to be seen. Shape-shifting flyer. Not everything that floats is trash. Passengers on a Denver flight were stunned when they saw something bizarre outside their window. It looked like a flat sheet of plastic floating right alongside the plane. But at 10,000 meters up, trash doesn't hang out like that, and certainly not moving at the speed of a jet. As if that wasn't strange enough, in just a few seconds, the object began to change its shape, almost like it was alive. Some think it could have been caught in the jet's air trail, but that doesn't explain the freaky transformation. What do you think? Alien tech, or just some wild atmospheric anomaly? Cover up.
What that is, guys.
A man from Scotland woke up late at night after hearing a massive splash. He grabbed a camera and headed out, only to find a massive flying saucer in the sky shooting flames down to the ground. But here's the weird part, everything else seemed totally normal. A passenger plane even flew by as if nothing was going on. People were losing it over this. Some thought it was an alien invasion, while others were convinced it was some top secret military thing related to the Blue Beam project. But what's the reality? Well, it's still out there somewhere.
Y'all can't tell me that ain't no UFO.
Sky glider. Sometimes the sky serves up more than just clouds. A recent video captured a stunning UFO gliding effortlessly over the clouds as if it were just another day in the sky. Passengers on a nearby plane were reportedly frozen with fear as they watched the object, which bore no resemblance to any known airship or balloon. With its double cone shape, it looked just like the classic image of an alien spacecraft. Thanks to the calm passenger who filmed it, we have daytime proof that UFOs might just have their own flight schedules. In the world of skies, who knows what else might be flying by? What do you think? Alien or just another sky mystery? Flying rectangle. After years of watching bizarre objects zipping through our skies, we know these UFOs don't look like typical aircraft, but this next one on the list is just taking it to the next level. A huge rectangular shape was seen in the sky. Blending in with the sky, you wouldn't be able to see it if you weren't focusing. Everyone on the internet questioned how it was able to stay in the sky without any means of propulsion. Someone even said that it looked like a casket in the sky.
Or maybe a flying carpet or something like that. I can't tell really what that is, man.
What's your take on this? Sky duel. The skies hold more than just clouds and planes. Take this for an example. A mounted camera on a plane captured an intriguing scene. A UFO seemed to be tailing the aircraft almost as if it were checking it out. Both objects were moving at high speeds, not floating idly in the sky. Then, out of nowhere, the UFO deployed what looked like a distracting ink cloud, similar to a squid's defense mechanism before making a swift exit. The sudden interference left everyone wondering if it was a clever trick or just an elaborate stunt. Altitude anomaly.
The pilot then points his camera phone out of the cockpit window and watch this as he zooms in. A metallic-looking object, a polyhedrin of some sort, whizzes by in a straight line.
Not every cloud in the sky is what it seems. In February 2020, a pilot was cruising over Medellin, Colombia, when he caught a strange sight on camera. At 30,000 feet, a metallic object whizzed by the plane. It looked like a cube or polyhedrin. Even the experts were scratching their heads. Could it be a probe from another civilization or just an unusual balloon? While some thought it might be a rare solar balloon, others leaned toward the UFO theory. With similar sightings reported, maybe the skies are busier than we thought. What's your take on this high-altitude enigma?
We turn this video over to our aviation expert, Tim McMillan. He thinks whatever was shot over Medellin is too slow to be any kind of plane or missile, and it looks nothing like a drone.
Iranian mystery. Not every flicker in the sky is what it seems. On May 26, 2024, footage from Tehran, Iran, showed a mysterious object soaring through the air. It had greenish lights coming out of it and was hovering ominously over the city. The clip raised eyebrows with its eerie sound and unusual flight pattern. While some were eager to call it a UFO, the tech-savvy suspected it might be a highly advanced, customized drone rather than extraterrestrial. The footage had everyone guessing if this was a genuine sighting or just a clever prank. Glowing mystery. Not every light in the sky comes from the sun. In Brazil, a local had his world flipped upside down by a strange sight in the afternoon sky. He was heading home when he noticed something glowing above. At first, he figured it might just be the sun, but the way it moved didn't add up. Curious, he grabbed his phone and started recording. What he captured was bizarre. A massive, round, glowing object with twisted wings, hovering ominously. Sure, folks can debate the footage's authenticity all day long, but there's no denying. It got that edge of your seat vibe. So, what do you think about this mysterious Brazilian encounter?
See, this makes you think. You ever heard of them stories of possibly or allegedly the government doing things to be able to control your mind? What if these things in the sky are that? And these flashing lights is like putting you under some type of hypnosis or something. Under some type of a spell or trance or something like that. And it's trying to tap in and control your mind. Keep you focused on certain things or controlled to do what they want you to do. What if that's the case? And what we're seeing are little mind controlled things, crafts, unidentifieds that are moving throughout our airspace. Think about that.
Blue beam.
I'm here at the balcony in Jolkin. I see a weird thing upstairs.
In Thailand, a tourist was stunned while gazing out of his apartment window. There, hovering high above the tallest building, was a glowing object radiating different colors. Locals thought it might be a communication tower until they realized it was floating way above the building. Some said it could be a helicopter, but more folks were convinced it was a UFO or blue beam project, especially since the same object had been spotted elsewhere, even in California. Whether it was a tower, helicopter, or something out of this world, it had everyone talking. It's like a total mystery, and we may never know the answers for sure.
Look kind of weird to me. Standing very still. Why?
Floating figure. In the evening skies of Küçüktepe village in the Varto district of Muş, Turkey, something strange was spotted floating still in the air. A local recorded the black humanoid figure that seemed to hover like a statue in the sky. As the footage spread online, wild theories poured in. Some claimed it was an alien entity, while skeptics argued it was just a cleverly shaped balloon. Yet no one could explain its eerie stillness. Scanning saucer. When we're faced with the unknown, our minds start racing to find some answers. Have a look at this one. A construction worker, mid-job, caught sight of what appeared to be a giant flying saucer. Dark and ominous, the craft had rocket boosters gently firing as it floated through the air. It moved slowly, almost like it was scanning the area as if searching for a landing spot or gathering intel. Whatever it was, one thing's for sure, alien civilizations might just be way smarter than we could ever imagine. As the sighting made its rounds, it left all wondering, what could it possibly want? Reversed engineered. A man drove close to the infamous Area 51 in Nevada and captured something wild, a massive triangular-shaped object hovering in the air. This UFO was slowly descending while beaming a light toward the ground. As the footage spread online, people were buzzing about its eerie resemblance to alien crafts. Some experts even suggested it could be the TR-3B, an aircraft rumored to be reverse engineered by the US from alien technology back in the 90s. Is America tapping into extraterrestrial tech, or was this just another government cover-up? What do you think? Drop your thoughts below. Lit up saucer. A guy out on a hiking trip noticed a giant object hovering in the sky. As he zoomed in the camera, he found that it was a massive saucer-shaped thing with a band of bright lights blinking in the middle. Hanging up there for a while, the object just disappeared into thin air. Another clip captured the same object from a different angle. This one's a bit more clear. It clearly showed the lights on it. Now you might think this was a UFO, but there have been a lot of speculations online where skeptics chalked it up to a hoax. Do you think it was a UFO from another world? Let me know in the comments. Up in the sky. A few months back in February, a local walking along the Panama Canal witnessed this. There seemed to be something moving behind the dark night clouds. It would have been so easily missed if not for the light shining. Its size wasn't clear as it was cloaked away, but judging by the far apart lights, it was probably massive. When the clip ended up online, folks thought it was an extraterrestrial object out on a mission. Others just dismissed the clip, saying it was probably a drone. But for now, this sight in the Panama sky remains a mystery. Dome shape. Looking out the window wouldn't always be pretty clouds. Sometimes utterly bizarre things turn up. Something like this. A guy recorded this clip of a massive dome-shaped thing in the sky. A green light running through it in the middle and the shimmering bright lights in the top. The way it was just hovering there seemed like it didn't care about being recorded. Internet folks were a little suspicious about this one, saying if this was a UFO it would have been more discreet. So was it really a careless otherworldly craft or just a prank? What do you think? UAP in India. This odd-looking thing was filmed in the skies over India when a guy was boarding a helicopter. He spotted it, but it looked either like a small plane or it might be a huge bird. I can't tell for sure. The guy who recorded this thought this was an alien craft that entered our sky but was now stuck. Could it be out of fuel, or was it trying to stay still to not be noticed? If this is really something from another civilization, these guys sure need to up their camouflage game. Light pillars.
I keep asking people that question, man. If an alien is in distress, are you gonna go help it out? What would you do? Just walk past it like you don't see it? Huh? It's gonna bother you either way. So what are you gonna do? You ever thought about that? I think you should.
A few years ago, an unusual sight appeared in the night sky over Jeju Island, South Korea. Mysterious vertical beams of light illuminated the darkness, leaving locals baffled. Many speculated that a fleet of UFOs was hovering above. The footage quickly went viral, and the mystery deepened when similar light pillars were spotted a couple of months later in Finland. In Finland, the beams appeared even closer to the ground, fueling further speculation about an extraterrestrial connection. However, the theory was soon debunked when it was revealed that this phenomenon is a natural occurrence known to happen in extremely cold regions. Sky humanoid. On his way to work, a man saw this thing hanging in the sky. A tall humanoid shape that looked like a jetpack man sighted back in 2022 in the skies of Los Angeles. However, this one was recorded in Mississauga, Canada. Netizens thought this might be an alien ship, as Canada has been a famous spot for these UFOs for the past couple of years. Some also suggested that it might just be a balloon. Is this really just that, or something else is going on behind all this ruse?
Let me get out the car. I can't see you. Let me get out the car for a second.
Strange-looking UFO. Mexico has been famous for its bizarre extraterrestrial stories and countless sightings. Here's what was recorded back in 2002 in the city of Catemaco. The clip featured a very unusual looking object. Is it just me, or its shape really looks like an acorn? Moving at a very slow speed, it was either taking a good look around, it just didn't care about being watched. Now, everyone on the internet has different opinions. Some said it was a highly advanced form of alien technology, while others entertained the idea of a remorse-controlled flying object. Kazakhstan phenomenon. A recent video from Kazakhstan has reignited interest in the idea of parallel universes existing alongside our own, where an unusual cluster of lights was recorded in the sky. This short clip, which has been circulating online for months, sparked speculation that it might offer a glimpse into another dimension overlapping with ours. Skeptics, however, argued that the lights could simply be illuminated trails from a nearby ski resort. But the question remained, why did only that specific area appear unusually bright? Glowing object. In Medellin, Colombia, a resident and her family noticed strange orange orbs floating in the sky. From a distance, they were barely visible, but as the camera zoomed in, they resembled small fireballs, wearing hats.
No, they're coming towards us. Why is it glowing at the bottom?
I know it sounds strange, but I can't think of a better way to describe them. These objects slowly descended before vanishing without a trace, either landing somewhere or simply extinguishing. It almost felt like they were intelligent. Their movements didn't seem random. While the family was convinced they had witnessed something otherworldly, probably alien life, some online users dismissed them as ordinary air lanterns.
For real, what is that thing?
Let's open the window.
Maybe don't open the window with the...
Sky phenomenon.
Now it's 6 a.m. in the morning Singapore time. I've noticed this weird light flashing in the clouds.
Residents in Singapore witnessed this eerie sight in the sky. Apparently, the whole sky seemed to be taken over by these dark blue lights glowing behind the clouds. People in their house thought it was an alien spacecraft out in the dark of the night, but it seemed impossible.
Spacecraft, or them up there trying to do something while they control the weather, or like it could be a number of things. I often think about when the clouds start giving you different signs and different things that are happening to it, and its lights and stuff. I'm like, yo, they up there doing something. They up there doing something. Maybe we about to get a barrage of thunderstorms and tornadoes and hurricanes, and they setting it up. They're controlling it. Like, that's what my brain starts thinking of. Okay, what they about to do to us next?
To stay hidden with all these glowing blue lights.
I don't think this is something normal that we've seen.
And here's another strange sighting where a group of lights was seen moving in a circular pattern. You may have seen various types of UFOs, but nothing like these massive bright patterns has ever been captured before. The way these lights maneuvered so quickly made it seem like they were on some kind of mission, and the fact that it happened over a residential area in India only added to the mystery. Alien origin, secret government project, or just a hoax? What do you make of this clip? Share your thoughts in the comments. Mexico UAP. A clip of another UAP sighted in Mexico years ago has been making rounds online. Allegedly recorded over a decade ago, there was a massive craft flying in the sky. It seemed to be a two-tiered craft lit up with bright lights. Locals believe that these objects have been sighted since biblical times, and generations have continued to see these objects flying over them. What these are, no one can tell for sure, but most link these objects to ancient human-alien connections. Celestial portal. A group of tourists visiting the town of Cholpon-Ata in Kyrgyzstan captured this mysterious ring forming in the sky. It suddenly appeared out of nowhere, looking as if it was slicing through the sky itself, which led some tourists to speculate whether they had captured some sort of portal in the process of forming. Given the remote location, it seemed plausible that an alien might choose this spot to enter Earth unnoticed. Others believed it could be the beginning of Nibiru, a catastrophic event that some say could trigger the end of the world. UFO beside plane. A flight passenger looking out the window saw this. A scary dark entity seemed to be flying very close to the plane. As the passenger tried to catch the unusual sight on camera, the dark thing just disappeared behind the plane wing. As not many people on the plane saw it, the clip was posted online and netizens were left to identify it. Some thought it was the real-life dementor from the Harry Potter series, while others suggested it could be a weather balloon. Saucer UFO and somewhere in the skies of the USA, this bizarre sight was recorded. A saucer-shaped object was seen zipping through the skies. Traveling over the heads of the locals, it just disappeared into the distance. Seeing the way it was so casual, like it was its routine tour, made people suspicious that it might be going around in our skies while they remained clueless. Roswell phenomenon. Have a look at this UFO seen in Roswell, New Mexico. A strange elongated shape was just hovering in the sky, looking like it was an upside-down bottle with a bright light in its center. A few seconds later, a plane passed by and the object stood still. No one had any idea what it was, but they were sure it must be related to aliens due to Roswell's rich history of such encounters. Triangular UAP.
As it goes to touchdown, we actually see a triangular-shaped UFO, like something that would be right out of an alien movie.
This clip recorded back in 2018 showed a F-18 landing on the USS Ford, where a mysterious triangular UFO was landed. The footage sparked excitement among UFO enthusiasts globally, and the media claimed it as proof of a secret US alien alliance. Some doubted the official version of the video, suspecting the UFO might have been edited out. A video analyst pointed out flaws like mismatched shadows and shaky motion tracking.
The sun's rays are all parallel. They're all the same angle, like that helicopter angle. But if we go to here, it actually needs to rotate to there.
So I guess y'all are asking us, do we think they doctor footage? Absolutely they do. Yes, they do. They doctor footage to make it look fake. They doctor footage to make things that were once there not appear there. Oh yeah.
So they've put the shadow.
However, enthusiasts were convinced it was definitely real. Cosmic mystery. While driving home from work, a man in North Carolina spotted something utterly bizarre zipping through the sky. The horizontally elongated object, seen by many others, resembled a plane on fire. The man recording it had no idea what he was witnessing. Was it a fleet of rockets or something else entirely? The object took a turn and then vanished behind a building. Some online speculators suggested it could be space debris, while skeptics dismissed the clip as computer generated. If you have any thoughts on what this might be, share them in the comments. Massive UFO. A hiking trip turned into an encounter with the unknown. When these guys saw this, a gigantic spaceship descending onto the hill right in front of them. Its sheer size was enough to give you nightmares. As such, remote places are known to be used for military practices. But a ship this size was unheard of. So could it be an extraterrestrial craft or something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts on this. Cloaked UFO. A massive aircraft was spotted moving through the sky, but that wasn't all. With colorful lights illuminating its surface, the craft appeared to be gliding behind clouds, never fully revealing itself. The footage quickly went viral, sparking speculation that the craft was actually a disguised UFO making a covert pass through our skies. Others believed it wasn't a UFO at all, but possibly a secret government aircraft on a test run. Light vortex. When a man's late-night stargazing plans were spoiled by the cloudy Mexican sky, he wasn't expecting to witness anything unusual. But then, a cluster of seemingly blue lights began moving behind the clouds, resembling something trapped and trying to break free. Intrigued by the strange vortex of lights, he kept watching. After a while, all the lights suddenly merged into one. Moments later, they spread out into the same vortex again. To this day, there's been no explanation for what he saw. Now it's time for today's open discussion. This picture going viral online showed a cigar-shaped object in the sky. The bizarre sight was recorded on February 18, 2024, when residents of Lucca, Italy, reported seeing this cylindrical object floating in the sky. The object had managed to evade detection until one fortunate person captured it on camera. Locals named it the cigar UFO and remained hovering over a building, leading many to question its origins. Some believe it could be a sign of an extraterrestrial visit, while others speculate it might be a piece of advanced technology developed by either the US or the Italian government. What do you think?